I used to not be the cleanest person, and then she decided to start teaching me the right way to pack, the right way to clean, and I thought, you know what, this is a great thing for me to teach other people my age.
So you built this huge following doing these videos?
Yes.
People watch you pack.
Yes.
Mr. Roberts, tell me about your ranch.
I've always had just a love for nature. My great-great-grandfather inherited a bunch of land and decided he wanted to pass that along from generation to generation. Well, when it was my turn, around 20, I ended up taking some of the land and developing a ranch.
This is beautiful.
It is.
It's a beautiful place.
It's just magical.
How did you end up at the ranch, and how did your daughter get injured?
Well, Mr. Roberts contacted us, and he said he wanted to start an initiative to get kids and tweens and teenagers off their phones and back to the land. Well,
Good idea.
Paul and I thought so too. So we agreed to go out to his ranch, and he toured us around and kept reiterating the views that he wanted her to capture, so that he could get some of her followers to come out to the ranch.
Mr. Roberts, you wanted to kind of tap into her celebrity and let it help you out and help out your ranch, right?
Well, I most definitely wanted to promote the ranch. I gave them a tour. I showed them the different cabins and the different suites that we had. I also mentioned that a couple of the locations were under construction, but very light construction.
He never told us some of the rooms were being renovated.
So, Ms. Becklin, how did you get hurt?
Actually, could I show you, if that's okay?
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
monitor?
Well, why don't you cross on over, but take your time. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Okay.
So this was the cabin that we were staying at.
Okay.
We were staying down here,
All right.
and while my mother was unpacking, I decided to walk up here to the second floor. It was a beautiful room, and I went outside to this patio here, and I had found the spot for the video. However, I could not get the angle right. I could not fit myself in this video with my backpack, with everything that I needed, and to get the views for him. So I turned around, and I leaned against this faulty railing here, and next thing I know, I am falling 10 feet. And I wake up and I am in immense pain. There is blood everywhere.
So you hit those rocks.
I did.
Your Honor, she couldn't move. She could not move. I thought she was paralyzed. I didn't know what to
I
have.
thought I was gonna die.
Well, there's no more frightening event
No.
for a parent
No, there's
than to
not.
have your child be injured badly.
Oh, and
so
the blood was everywhere. I didn't want to touch her. She couldn't move. She was crying, and she was just like,
yeah, I know it's a bad situation. Mr. Roberts, what happened?
I showed them to their room, and I told her that she could start filming whenever she felt comfortable.
Okay.
I went down the hill to tend to some business, and it was about an hour later I received a call from her mother stating that there was an accident. She told me to call 911, which I did immediately, and rushed up the hill to find her laying on the ground, bleeding and crying, saying that she couldn't move.
Did you know that she had gone up to this room?
I did not. I told them you're free to go wherever you want within this 480 acres. Anywhere.
Anywhere.
I expected her to go out and explore like kids should.
You thought she was going to go outside.
I had to go upstairs because it was easy.
Oh,
Instead of
oh my
exploring.
God.
So,
Are you kidding me?
let me get this
You
straight.
are crazy.
Talk to me. Talk to me. There's going to be order in this courtroom. Y'all not talking to each other today. Mr. Roberts, you expected that she would go outside and take pictures.
Absolutely. I never told her to go up to that suite.
He should have told me to go outside, but he told me I could go anywhere. He wanted me to get the amazing views of his property, and I did.
You know,
Okay?
looking at this rail, I'm trying to figure out what did you do to it? Did you sit on it or stand on
I
it or
did not.
something?
I leaned against it. I simply leaned against it. That is all I did.
It was rotten. I mean, it had.
So you lean your back against it,
Yes.
you're trying to take a picture,
Yep.
it gives way and you fall down on
Yes,
those
Your Honor.
rocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you could have been killed.
Yeah,
I could have.
That's
Thank
the whole
God.
point.
Thank
I mean,
God I had my backpack. I'll show you.
Let me get it for you, hon.
Go ahead. This was the backpack. As you can see, it broke my fall.
So it
Wow.
had soft
It's
stuff
ripped.
in it.
It's disgusting.
Without that backpack, you would have broken your back.
Yeah.
I could have died. Yes.
Ms. Becklin, you are asking this court to award you $60,000 for your daughter's past medical expenses and $40,000 for the future medical expenses.
Yes.
How are you paying those bills?
Fortunately, our church is helping us some. They've put together a fund, and they're trying to help us, but
It's been hard.
there
been
are
hard.
months we don't know if we're going to be able to make our mortgage.
Yes, ma'am.
It's-
Ms.
it's
Becklin, I
just-
see you've got both hands wrapped up. You've got terrible facial injuries.
Yes.
What's been the worst of all of your injuries?
The worst has probably been my ankle. It has been so hard not being able to get around and move the way I need to. I cannot film. Who's going to want to watch someone on social media who has scars all over their face? This could have ruined my career.
Well, I do want you to know, young lady, that scars heal and that you're going to be fine regardless of this case. So keep your hope up and keep your focus.
You don't know.
I was also looking at your medical record. You had surgery on both your wrists and actually have hardware, screws and plates in your wrists.
Yes. We don't know, actually, if she'll have use of her left hand.
This is a big deal for this young lady and, frankly, for this family.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I feel bad. I honestly feel bad. But at the same time, I don't see how this is my responsibility. She was doing too much.
Are you?
Tell me about
I
that.
just asked her to come out and take some video footage of the property, but instead she decides to be a circus act and gets up on the balconies. Nobody asked her to go
So
up
is
there.
it a circus act to lean on your banisters?
I
mean, if that's the case, most of your guests are in the circus, right?
I was getting.
She really did not have to lean over a balcony.
I was
It's just
getting
not
him the
necessary.
views that he had asked me for. When it comes to social media, you need amazing views to get people attracted to what you're posting, to get people to go to these places. I was trying to get a great view so more people would visit my page, so more people would visit his place.
Of course, I wanted some good footage, but she was doing too much.
Too much. She was doing the job you hired her
Oh,
to do.
come on.
If-
I hired her to come
Talk
out.
to me.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I'm like the Hulk. You don't want to see me mad.
May I speak?
Yes, ma'am.
He should not have allowed us to go into rooms that were not safe. His property should be up to code when he has guests.
Yeah.
Well, I'll figure that
Should
out.
not been allowed.
To better understand the importance of these views and social media, this court has consulted a true social media phenom. He's had over 100 million YouTube viewers, over 5 million Instagram followers, including a long list of huge celebrities. This court calls to the stand a true social media superstar, Zoe. Sheriff, will you get Zoe?
Hey, friend.
Hello, friend. My sister would kill me if I didn't say that because she loves your video.
Tell her I said thank you so much.
I will do that and she will pass out.
Okay, I thought I was in trouble when I came up here with the bailiff. I was like, oh my God, it's serious in here. You know?
Well, to someone who wants to become a social media superstar like you, what's your advice to them as to how to do it?
Well, all you need is a camera and you need yourself because it's so easy. Anybody can do it, but it takes consistency. Like you have to be consistent. You have to work hard. Be, don't just be yourself.
Well, Miss Becklin got a real following doing these packing videos. What do you say about those?
Packing, I just pack my stuff. I don't need somebody to tell me how to pack. I mean, awesome to you.
I want to take a look at this video and have you comment on it.
Okay. Okay. Just rolls up everything.
Save space.
Save your space, friend. Right. I've never seen someone wrap up. Was that a napkin?
Deodorant.
Deodorant. I need my glasses. I fell off the building. No. Okay. There's a lot of stuff, friend.
I gotta learn how to say it that way.
You need to watch that video so I can pack me some more.
There you go. That's right.
Because I couldn't fit all that inside a book bag.
So, Miss Becklin was hired to come out and get some views of the property. What would you have done if you had gotten that assignment?
Oh, I would have got the views. I would have stayed on the ground. I'm not climbing on stuff.
Well, she
Especially if it's rotten. I'm not climbing on stuff, but I would have got my views and my camera shots.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You are released.
I'm good.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. May I just add one thing that he brought up that was a good point?
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like the banister had been painted recently, so I think he painted over a rotten banister.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mr. Roberts, what kind of renovation work were you doing on the property?
Very light renovations, mainly just tile and paint, nothing structural. We were aware that some of the balconies, the wood on the balconies, needed to be replaced. And for
How was she supposed to know, though, that the banister had rotten wood because it was painted over?
that balcony yet.
Okay. Folks, I think I've heard what I need to hear. I'm ready to render my decision. In every case, the plaintiff has the burden of proof. That is, the scales of justice start off equally balanced. The plaintiff's burden is to tip those scales in the plaintiff's favor, however slightly. Here, your burden is to prove three things. You've got to prove Mr. Roberts was wrong, that his wrong caused your harm. The evidence you put up today is that he called you to the property to take advantage of your popularity on social media.
Yes.
You've got a lot of followers, and he wanted folks to see his ranch. You did that. You went to his ranch.
Yes.
He told you you could take pictures anywhere. What you did is go up to another room. You go out on the balcony, lean on the balcony, hoping to get a good view,
Yes.
the balcony gives way and you fall to a real life change.
Yes.
You believe he should pay for every bit of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Roberts, you're kind of baffled by this because you believe if she had stayed put and taken pictures outside, this never would have happened. You believe her injuries are her own. She simply tried to do too much. Well, the legal principle that comes into clear focus is a landowner's responsibility to handle and address a hazard.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you know or should know that a part of your property is dangerous, you're supposed to take measures to protect your customers, your guests from that danger. Here I find you have proven that Mr. Roberts knew of a danger of these banisters being weak. He did not repair them, but that's not a problem. The problem is he did not protect you from going near the banister,
Yes.
and thus
Yes.
you stepped right into the trap, fell off the balcony, and you were injured, and it's your fault. I find you've proven his wrong caused your harm. I'm going to award you $60,000 for your past medical expenses, $40,000 for your future medical expenses, and $1.5 million for your pain and suffering, for a total award of $1.6 million. I find for the plaintiff and against the defendant, that's my final verdict, and this matter is adjourned.
Inviting people to stay at your property, you should take every safety measure possible to make sure that the customers or the visitors are not going to get injured on a certain part of the property that still needs work on or needs to get fixed. The thing that really gets me though is that if they did put a fresh coat of paint over that banister, he have seen that the wood was rotten as he was painting over it. Understand that the landowner probably doesn't want to have to pay $1.6 million for the girl's fall that caused all of those injuries to her. But everything happens for a reason, and maybe in the future, if he did not take the precautions that he needed to, it could have been a way worse scenario. So even though it was an expensive lesson, really could have saved his life or other lives in the future. What do you think about this case? Put in the comments below, and thank you for watching.